some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we see the number 17 in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Complete to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He might want another play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. One of the benefits of conference expansion gives us new rivalries, and maybe we see one of the better ones budding between Oregon and Ohio State. Ducks got the better of it in the regular season and then took an absolute beating in the Rose Bowl.
They sure did. Ohio State looked angry in the Rose Bowl, remembering what had happened at Autzen Stadium early on in the year. So for Oregon now, it's your turn to get a little bit of payback. Oregon's recruited extremely well. They've got playmakers on both sides of the ball, but you've got to show up to stop this Ohio State defending national champion team here, Dave.
Yeah, and Oregon, don't forget, they were the best team all year long in the regular season. So, this team was so good, they had a bad day. It was a bad day to have a bad day, but now you get to come out, exact some revenge, take it to Ohio State and show them that was a one-time thing. We're still running the Big Ten.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. The throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
From the gun, the running back has it. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a gap. It's Hughes. Makes a man miss. Turning it on. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Ducks have changed their look completely in the backfield. Mekhi Hughes, Isaiah World highlighting a transfer class. It really ought to transform this team into a potent force on the ground. Is that what was missing from the squad a year ago?
I think you want to see the passing and the running working together. You've had a couple of top-notch quarterbacks the last couple of years, obviously with experience. Now, an inexperienced guy at the quarterback spot. You might need to lean more on the running game. Oregon's got the guys up front. They got the guys in the backfield. They can do it.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I had a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Paul.
Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
Moore will throw. Flips it out on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon. A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's passed. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Donaldson. Oh, and he wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left side. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmaker.
There he goes. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's ball. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. The Buckeyes will try to pick it up on 4th down. Surging forward on the sneak.
Man, you see this at all levels of football. It's the hardest play to stop. I think everybody's yelling in the stands, QB sneak, QB sneak. It doesn't matter. You know it's coming, but it's so difficult with all those guys, all those bodies to try to stop that quarterback.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. On to attempt to try. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Moore to the air. The short hands. It's Benson. Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
To the ground with the back. Crosses the 45. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another 1st down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Gets it all inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Coming out with it, it's Peoples. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. He'll pull it down and run. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
And the Buckeyes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And down he goes back at the 3.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Makes the catch at the midfield logo. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Defense might bring the house here. Moore will throw. Under fire. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Makes the grab. It's Tate. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air. It's St. Clair. Takes his shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Going right to work up top. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Rolls it in. Hard-hitting tackle.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Nice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
More to the air. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Rushes on him. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bowl. It's guys flying around, giving great effort, and getting to the football. But it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position. And right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
That's caught. It's low. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and selfie.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Throws to the tight end. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Looking to the big tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Quarterback making checks. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Going to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, give on the inside. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Ducks will hustle to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Might as well stick with him. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Peoples. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the back. Using his legs, it's Peoples. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you can tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Caught behind the line. It's Peoples. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing up there.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end. You're expecting them to punt.
And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly. So you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Moore to the air. Safe completion on the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed. You saw it right there.
No good. But there is a flag down, and he might get another shot at this one. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Second down, they'll go to the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd quarter will wrap up with a big sack. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Oh, he missed it. No good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Moore will throw. Going deep. He's got it inside the 30. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Oregon. And the stomping has commenced. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Peoples. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. Picks up the first down, still moving.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
To the air, it's St. Clair. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
Reads it, fires complete. At the 45, on its way. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them. They're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
The sure hands, it's Peoples. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
my key. Think of what I've never crossed my mind.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it.
You'll let the blind lead the blind.
Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Don't lie, bro. You just played me on the wrong week, bro. I'm kind of pissed off. It ain't you, man.
You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him.
It ain't you, bro. Not even your fault. Low my cage.
Anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall.
Thinking what ops never crossed my mind.
Touchdown, Ducks! And the pummeling has started. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another
this
W.
Game, this ain't got nothing to do with you, but this play is specifically because I don't like you, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. This is all about you right here. All about you, man. Like,
on the move.
This is all you right here.
He's got the 2-point conversion.
That draw you love so much, man. That's all about you. Tell the dog I say, hey, man.
Like that, and it can't just be
catch you next time.
The ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off.
Thinking what I've never crossed my mind.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Ball. Turning it on. Coming out attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout.
Don't let him run as much as he want to run.
Anything to cut into this big lead. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Might as well give it to him again.
Next.
He had all kinds of company as
What's
soon
next?
as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Oregon.
Low my K. Thinking what I've never crossed my mind.
The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Ball. He is going nowhere.
Next.
At the line of scrimmage.
We've seen that.
Great job
We've seen that before.
by this defense.
Next.
In order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point.
Try something else. Call me back.
Football back into traffic. That's exactly
Call me back.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. He's
Come here.
running.
Strip him.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight.
Don't do that again, all right?
Welcome to the
fair man, I warned you.
of college football. Like,
Don't do that again.
Quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it
You
down.
ain't gonna see that bitch till training camp next week,
Makes
next
the
year, bro.
defense have to account for him every single play.
I ain't even a hit stick type of guy.
On the direct snap, it's Ball. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Yeah, and no nonsense. I like it when
Whatever.
you get down
Wrote it
low,
to
you know
Wildcat.
exactly where the sticks are. I'm not trying to get a 20 or 30-yard gain. I got to get that first down. 3rd and 2, I'm going to be physical. Nice job by that running back.
Cat.
Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab.
All
Still
right.
on his feet at the 45. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a
just
pretty
talked
good
you through it,
game
bro.
for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more
night.
talented. A lot of people point to this game possible